Hi, I'm Caroline.
And I'm Alec.
The Big Three and their relevance to history. The Big Three are Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Joseph Stalin, and Winston Churchill. And they gathered together the post-World War II conference at Yalta. I wrote a 9-page research paper over this topic last semester, so I'm pretty informed over the matter. First, I will discuss how the rise of World War II came about, and then how the U.S. and Russia became victims of war, and then discuss the differences between the Yalta Conference and the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles was a post-World War I conference that left a bitter taste in the mouths of several countries. One of them especially being Germany. Germany was left in shambles after World War II and was in a serious economic and social depression. And the people of Germany saw in any way how to get out of this, and they found their solution in a man named Adolf Hitler. Hitler promised change for the country, relief from depression, as well as to restore the status of Germany to its former power before the Treaty of Versailles. As Hitler began his reign, he took several huge steps in malicious military takeover of several countries around him, and the same went for Italy and their fascist dictator Mussolini. Mussolini shared the same opinion with Hitler over restoring Italy's name before the Treaty of Versailles, and as well used that as fuel for his campaign and fuel for his military conquest of countries around him. These military conquests soon led to an attack on both Russia and the United States. The United States suffered a huge loss at Pearl Harbor whenever Japan attacked and killed thousands of soldiers. And Russia suffered a serious loss at one of their major forts from a German invasion. These two serious attacks led to national pride in both countries, as well as caused their initial involvement in the war. The involvement of these two countries soon led to the end of the war. Now it was time for the Big Three to come together and discuss the post-World War II era. The Big Three knew that they couldn't make the same mistakes that were made during the Treaty of Versailles. So, a couple of the mistakes from the Treaty of Versailles include that the leaders had very different opinions over what should happen to Western Europe, especially Germany, as well as the amendments that were made in the treaty were not enforced fully, and so this led to German nation that could go about any business as they wanted. With the Yalta Conference, however, the Big Three understood that they couldn't rely on their own national interest of what to do with Germany, and so all agreed upon the decisions that were made, as well as used Versailles as a guide of what not to do. Looking back now, it's easy to see why the Treaty of Versailles failed and why the Yalta Conference was able to uphold it. First, I told you how World War II came about, and then how the U.S. and Russia were brought into the war through vicious military attacks, and then discuss the differences between the Yalta Conference and the Versailles Conference. In closing, I hope you all understand history's Big Three and their relevance. Thank you.